Right, that's heated up and it's going to take 5 minutes. But in the meantime, I found this. So, windowsill, door stop thing. It's made of something wooden hard, so we're going to use that for handles. I'm going to just rough a couple up on the table saw over here. So we're just going to square the ends up, so we can do some actual measurements. I also find out how long the handles actually want to be, which I do by measuring my hand to keep it easy. So in the last video you may have noticed that there were blocks of wood in the vise slowly getting smaller and rounder. In fact the drill may have even appeared at some point in it. But I've split it all up so that I'm making the blade and making the handles. Try and make the handles round. I've used the drill as a lathe. I emphasise the word tried. And then using the grinder on it to help make it round. I needed more support on on both ends of it actually to stop it spinning around at this point, but it was worth a go for putting a screw in a piece of wood and putting it in the drill. So the solution to this bit of wood wanging around everywhere was it needed a tailstock on the end, and so I welded one to a bench and then attached the drill at the other end and clamped that to the bench, and that allowed me to use a chisel and not have to try and hold the piece of wood and wanging around whilst trying to make it the right shape. So this worked quite well actually. Not as good as a lathe, but it still worked. Right, so around these handles, at the very end, I'm going to put little copper ferrules made out of old copper pipe. And to make sure they fit, I need to make them both the same on both handles and make them the right internal diameter of the copper pipe. However, I broke my calipers fairly recently and don't have new ones, so if you're in a bind with that, you can always use a set of mole grips, and they can measure external diameters the same as, so you can set them to one thing and then test them on another thing to make sure they're both the same. And it worked pretty well. Right. So, I made some pieces. They're a little rough, but basically, you get a handle, the ring on, put a handle on, slide the ring over the handle. This should stop the handle splitting in theory, if the ring actually fits. Something like that. I'll tap it on in a minute. And this block of wood, can't remember which way around it goes, should sit in. Come on, in we go. It's fluffy. This way. Oh, that feels better. There we go. And you squeeze that in. Maybe even not quite so much. Something like that. And you end up with two. We'll cut this off. Well, actually, we're going to glue it. We're going to fill it full of resin. Next, I peen the ends over already a little bit so that they have something to catch on the resin once that all goes off. But now we get to make a big sticky mess. Record this bit. Right, I did some sanding. It's fairly smooth on the other side. There's a few lines left in it, but I'm not that fussed. It's my first attempt. This thing is a diamond pad thing. It's got broken industrial diamonds on it. You add a bit of oil. Some people say you don't need to add oil. I added oil. I'm just going to sharpen it on one side. It's the other side. I just still don't want to move it really. But basically I'm going to make little circles on it until I get an edge. And then there's this one's coarse, there's a fine one, and a medium one. I'm going to work my way up through them in order, rather than the thing I said. Yeah, the wrong way. Bloody cameras. Right, so all the resin's gone hard. It's gone to jelly anyway. It's fairly stiff now. It's not going to drip out or anything. So I've taken all the masking tape off. I've worked some of the wood down, and I'm just sanding the handles to their final shape. And then we're going to do some finish sanding to make them all smooth. And getting ready for finishing it off and making it all shiny and stuff. Right, it's a little bit seasoned. Not too bad. I might put a little bit more beeswax on the handle soon. Can't see. And here. Can we see around here? Can. Mostly. Right, my arm's in the way, so it's a little bit off angle. Definitely into the wood now. Not my back face today. So far, so good. Oh, Jesus. Oh, back. So we can do little tiny bits. Or we can take our, without hitting the vise. Hopefully. I think it works. Doesn't appear to be any chipping or rolling or even getting blunt yet. I went in a little bit really, but this is mainly going to be used for removing bark, probably not too much wood, but it's nice to know it can do it. Right. Oh. Right, so this is what we started with. Bit of old leaf spring. The other half of this leaf spring, in fact. And this is what we ended up with. Nice and easy. Seems robust enough. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. And if you want to leave comments down below, that'd be great. If not, there's always the like and subscribe buttons and all the other YouTube fun buttons to click if you want to do them. See you later.